When the server's good, I be feeling like a god. Straight dribbling right through your baby moms. FIFA superhero, I should be in Comic-Con. Gameplay fast, I should be in Audubon. I be skilling like a skillet, I be cooking, I do. Body bag, toe tag, work to Terrio, I kill him. Rage message in the kid, tell me how you really feeling. Broke boy, but best believe I'ma make $1 million. Facts. Hello YouTube, it is your boy One Star Week, and we are back for another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. This is episode number 34, and mark this one down because I believe this is one of the juiciest episodes yet, because we've built the best team, or not necessarily the best team, but the most creative team I've ever built in my FIFA career. And I've been playing FIFA for years and years and years and years, but this is by far the most creative, most interesting team I've ever built. And as you see on the thumbnail, we did do the Liga NOS SBC, and we got ourselves Battaglia, aka Baby Ballack, aka Baby Hullet. I mean, he actually looks more like mid to prime Ballack. I mean, when you look at that card, man, he looks like Hullet Gang, he looks like Vieira Nation, he looks like an absolute beast. So you already know I had to do it. And because he has like a weird nation, a weird league, I had to do a lot of creative things to fit him on my squad. I had to sell a bunch of players to fit him on my squad. And I was contemplating letting you guys see all 18 of the League SBC packs, but I didn't really pack anything from them, number one. And number two, there's just too many packs to fit in the video. So I'm gonna show you guys the David Villa pack, because I did do the David Villa SBC, because as a New Yorker, as somebody who lives in America, he's one of the few really good players I've gotten to see play in real life. My first NYCFC game, I got to see him play, and they were playing Toronto FC. I got to see Giovinco in that game as well, and Giovinco was an absolute monster. But it was great to see Villa in real life. It was really fun. I have a David Villa jersey, and now I got David Villa on my team. So we got David Villa on the team. We got Battaglia on the team. So on your screen, you're gonna see the David Villa SBC packs. You're also gonna see the marquee matchup packs that they did drop today. You're also gonna see, I forgot what the name of the SBC was, but it was a UCL SBC. We didn't really pack anything crazy out of any of these packs. I think the best pull was a Fakir who sold for 4.4K. But every little bit count because we did overhaul the squad. Let me show you guys a transfer list. So Ricardo Pereira in for 1 weekend league, gone, 59,000 coins. We got Pogba, the loyal servant to the club. I think I played him like 200, 300 games. I packed him. It hurt to sell him, but I sold him for 295,000 coins. We have Carvajal, gone. Robertson, who we packed twice. We packed him once in the David Villa SBC, and we also got him on our team. So we sold two different Robertsons. We sold Neto, who we packed. We sold Allen, who served us well for 1 weekend league, but now he's gone. And we got a bunch of things here. I'm not gonna really go through it. I'm just gonna scroll through it because we got pages and pages and pages of things that sold. I pretty much sold almost everything in my club that was worth selling. I sold a bunch of silvers. And if you guys have any Liga NOS players on your team, they are selling for at least 700 to 800 coins. So if you're tight on coins and you want to make some money, I mean, I believe that's the way to go with it. After I go through the transfer list, we are going to show you the squad. And I believe you guys are going to be really impressed with my squad. Like I said, this is my most creative team yet. And here it is. You're going to see here that it's on 98 chemistry. Don't worry about it. Once I get 4 more games in, I will be getting loyalty on Makelele. I will be getting loyalty on Acuna. And we will have 100 chemistry on this team. And look at this. Let's count the leagues right quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 leagues on this team. And it is helped by the fact that I have 3 icons on it. But we have 6 leagues on the same team, and it's a very meta team. I'm gonna show you guys in game how it plays. It's gonna be, like I said, the 3-5-2. We've been playing with the tactics a little bit. I tried possession. I didn't really like possession too much. Now we're on balance. We're gonna see how that goes. And in game, this is how it lines up. We got David Villa and Butragueno as the strikers. We got Neymar Cito as the cam. We got Makelele and Politano as the wide mids. Battaglia and Acuna, the hyperlink, are going to form our midfield. And we got Maldini, Sergio Ramos, and Piszczek as our back 3. And when I get more coins, I will be replacing Areola with Courtois. But I don't find Areola to be that bad in game. But we are going to focus our eyes on the 2 stars of this episode. The first star is going to be David Villa. Like I said, I actually got to see this guy play in real life, which is a big deal because I'm an American. He played 6 games. I got 10 goals and 3 assists with him. I mean, this card, if you guys are wondering if you should do it, I would say absolutely do it. There's no card in the game that's going to go for his price that's going to play just as good as him in game. And if you guys have a Pep Guardiola, if you guys got a Butragueno, if you guys have any Spanish players on your team, he's a no-brainer. He plays like an icon. His stats are very icon-like. I mean, when you look at him, he has the pace, he has the shooting, he has the finesse shot trait, and he even has some strength, some jumping, some aggression to boot. And that really makes a difference in game because in game, my front 3 is Butragueno, Neymar, and David Villa. And he does add some physicality that I do need in our front 3. And he does have the dribbling as well. You might be wondering at home, with 77 agility, is he clunky? And because I added the sniper chem style to him, I don't find him being clunky at all. And because he has the physical, even when I get dispossessed, they tend to bounce back off him and he gets the ball back. And his shooting, oh my God. His shooting is the best shooting on this team. You have the likes of Neymar and Butragueno with a 5-star weak foot, but get Villa on his right foot. Get him on a finesse shot and he is unstoppable. I really, really rate this card. Next, we're going to talk about the main man of this episode, League SBC Battaglia. And I got to say big ups to EA. They got me using a card who I would never use in FIFA. I've never used Battaglia on any FIFA, but here I am trying Battaglia. And he's 6'2". He has the medium-high work rates. He's right-footed. He has the 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. I played 6 games in Rivals with him. I got 0 goals and 1 assist. And before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please hit me with a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home watching this video. Now let's look at this card a little bit closer, because when you look at this card, there's a reason why I sold Pogba. Because Pogba is one of my favorite cards on this game at the moment. I sold Pogba to fit this guy onto my team. He's essentially my Pogba replacement. How does he stack up? Let's look at the stats. 83 pace, solid. I mean, that's like +10 on Pogba. His shooting stats are just as good as Pogba's in my opinion. Passing wise is kind of where he may or may not be good, because his passing stats are good. He has 84 vision, 91 short passing, 89 long passing, but he has 52 curve. I don't know how that's going to affect him. We're going to see. His dribbling stats are actually very good. The weaknesses obviously are the agility and balance, so I did throw an engine chem style on him. His defending stats are where he really stands out from other midfielders in his tier. I mean, 83 defending on somebody who's 6'2", on somebody who's gonna have a big body in game is gonna be absolutely massive. And his physical stats, once again, are massive. He has 92 stamina, 94 aggression, 81 strength. So we're gonna jump into the gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know, is this League SBC Battaglia worth it? Let's go. All right, so according to Footbin, yesterday this card was costing 140,000 coins to complete. And Footbin is a whole lie. They're a whole scam. I did this SBC from scratch with some players in my club, but not that many players in my club. It cost me about 180,000 coins. If I sold everything that I got from it, I would say it probably cost 150, 160. That's a more accurate price if you don't pack anything good. Is he worth the coins? I would have to say absolutely. Let me break down the stats for you. So, 83 pace, how does it feel in game? I would say when he's running in a straight line, he feels very, very quick, tracking up and down the pitch. He does have a deceptively good acceleration coming out of the skill moves. However, if he gets turned, his agility does tend to let him down at times. So keep that in mind when you're defending with him. Don't overcommit. That being said though, he does have a high sprint speed and he can actually get in behind the defense from time to time. Overall, I gotta give his pace an 8 out of 10. As a midfielder, it's actually very, very good. Next, we're gonna talk about his shooting, and the one stat that really stands, well actually there's a couple stats, but the one stat that stands out to me in the shooting is the 90 attack positioning, because having a midfielder that can overlap and give you quality runs is exactly what Pogba did for my team. It's exactly why I like Pogba so much. And this Battaglia performs very similar in game. He makes a lot of dangerous runs, and like Pogba, he has lowish finishing at 73. How did it play out in game? I mean, to be quite honest with you, I didn't test his shooting enough to give you a good opinion on it. However, one thing was clear with his card. He has very good attack positioning, and his shot power is insane. He has 91 shot power. And even if I didn't score any goals with him, I was noticing his shot was very, very powerful. Every shot was like a bullet, and the goalkeeper was going to break his hands if he had to save it. His long shots at 94 are actually very important because long shots do matter in this game now with that new patch that did drop. Overall, I got to give his shooting a 7.5 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his passing because this is what Pogba provided to my team as well, is the passing, the playmaking. Is he a playmaker? I would have to say yes and no, okay? So let's talk about the yes part, all right? 84 vision, great. 91 short passing, amazing. 89 long passing, fantastic. He can hit those long driven passes from one end of the pitch to the other. He can reliably provide that tiki-taka build-up play. He can reliably pass the ball for you in many different instances. The only place where his passing will let you down is those long R1 triangle through balls, because those through balls rely on a lot of curve, and because he only has 52 curve, even though his passes are very accurate, even if they all have very good weights in them, they have no curve. They're very straight. What you see is what you get, and therefore I wouldn't really rely on him doing those through balls. Every other pass that he did pull off was very, very good. Even if he was off balance, he was hitting the target. So overall, I gotta give his passing an 8 out of 10. The one difference between him and Pogba is that Pogba could curve those balls behind the defense. Battaglia, not so much. Next, we're going to talk about his dribbling because this might be the make or break stat of this card. I hate clunky midfielders. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. I absolutely hate clunky midfielders. I hate clunky players on this game. How is he on the ball? I would say on the ball, he wasn't quite as clunky as I expected. At the same time, he's not very smooth either. He feels very average as far as responsiveness, as far as turning. However, when it comes to his ball control, when it comes to his dribbling, he actually keeps the ball very close to his body. He is able to retain possession. And because he has a big, stocky body, because he has 81 strength, he's very much like Pogba in the sense that if you shield your opponent, they're not getting around you, all right? I don't care if your opponent has a big player. They're not getting around you if you shield the ball properly. So that's very good as far as ball retention goes. And as far as turning opponents, if you do it smartly and if you time your dribbling moves very well, he will be able to pull a few moves off for you. That being said, he's not going to be like Pogba. He's not going to have the 5-star skills. He's not really going to be the kind of guy who beats a man. His strafe dribbling is very average. However, it's not a con. Overall, I got to give his dribbling an 8 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his defending. 83 defending. How's it feeling game? And in my opinion, this guy's defending felt like an 88, an 89. This guy's among one of the best CDMs I've used on this game defensively. His stand tackle is 86, and because he has those long Vieira legs, because he has a stocky body, oh my God. Every time I decide to commit to a tackle with this card, he was ramming into the opponent, full speed, taking the ball from him. He's going to take your lunch money. He's going to take your mom's lunch money. He's going to call your mom for next week's lunch money. This guy really, really means it when he goes in for a tackle. His stand tackle is absolutely marvelous. Probably as close to Vieira as I felt on this game, no exaggeration. His defensive awareness is 84, which means that he's always in good positions. He does have the medium-high work rates as well, which contribute to this. His 85 interceptions don't necessarily jump out at you on paper. I mean, because you have people like Allen, like Conte, with higher interception stats. But because this guy has way longer legs than Allen and Conte, he, in my opinion, breaks up play better than those two players. He gets his legs onto anything that's around his long radius. He's like a planet. He's like planet Jupiter on the pitch. Anything that gets around his body, he's going to stick his leg out, even if you're not controlling him, and take the ball. He's just so impactful with those long legs, with the good defensive stats. And overall, I got to give his defending a 9.5 out of 10. He's really, really good at defending. Finally, we will talk about his physical. 92 stamina is the standout stat here, and yes, he does not need a sub, and that's a relief because he's so good. I would never want to sub him. His 81 strength doesn't look that crazy, but when you put it in conjunction with his big body, when you put it in conjunction with his long legs, 81 strength seems to do the job and more. His 94 aggression is definitely noticeable when going in for challenges. He really, like I said, goes in for that challenge and he takes the ball one way or another. Overall, his physical is a 9 out of 10. He's really, really physical, really, really strong, and I really enjoy that about the card. All right, so overall, what would I say about this card? Well, let's get first thing first, all right? He is worth
150 to 200K, whatever it's gonna cost you to do the SBC. I think he's one of the best midfielders in that price range. I think he is the best midfielder in that price range. I think he's one of the best mid-tier midfielders on this game. I think the only real upgrades you can get is getting somebody like a mid Ballack, maybe a mid Petit, maybe a baby or mid Vieira. But all those cards cost $1 million. This guy costs 1/5 of the price and has almost the same impact in game. I think he's a very, very good unlock. As far as comparing him to Pogba, I do prefer him to Pogba. All right, he's quicker in game. His shooting is the same. His passing is almost the same. Pogba just hasn't beat with driven through balls. His dribbling is similar, but not quite on the level as Pogba's. But defensively, the impact this guy has is bar none. Way better than Pogba's. Pogba was very sloppy going into challenges. I didn't really trust his tackle. He would still win tackles just purely based on his physical. He would still get interceptions purely based on his long legs. But this Battaglia is a different breed defensively, and that's why I prefer him over Pogba. Overall, I gotta give this card a 9.25 out of 10. Is he FUT Champs approved? Absolutely. Is he gonna last a couple months on this game? I would say yes. The only con I have about this card is the fact that you do have to do a lot of things to fit him onto a team on 10 chem. You either gotta get a Kuna, who I did get, and I got him on 10 chem. You have to have like a Zanetti, a Verón, some kind of Argentinian link in order to get him on 10 chem. So that might prove to be challenging. But other than that, this card's a massive, massive card. I really recommend him. All right, guys, so that's gonna be Broke Boy episode number 34. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. But until then, peace.